It was very cool. Basically, what you do is you fashion coat hangers, a wire coat hanger, into an L shape, and you hold them like a pistol, straight out in front of you, and you put straws on the ends of them that you're holding so that they can move easily without your hand holding it. And it was so neat. And it worked, so it takes less than 2 hours to do. The longest is getting the hangers ready, really. Um, they first tell you to think of something that makes you mad, or something, gives you a bad feeling. And I thought about my work situation, which was, my first experiment had to do with work. So I was still mad at work when I did this. And immediately, now you have to, when you start holding the wires, they start, I can't see me, okay, they start moving right away. So you have to steady them, because they're real loose. But once I steadied them, I started trying to get in the feeling of being mad at work. And let me tell you, it didn't take long at all. And the wires crossed inward. They just moved. After I steadied them, I started thinking about work, and they crossed inward like that. And they're supposed to. That's what they're supposed to do. That is bad energy when that happens. And you're going to distract me, Rob. Stop it. um, then after that, they tell you to think about something positive, something that makes you feel joyful. And I actually was thinking about the birth of my kids, because that was just such a really good time in my life. And immediately the wires uncrossed and opened up. And I mean, they opened way up. And that is just to show, just like that, your energy flows out, makes things move. I mean, it's amazing the energy that you can put out that you don't even know. And that proved it to me right there. I mean, without me moving my hands or anything, the wires move themselves. When I thought of something joyful, they moved like they were supposed to. The next experiment, they said to focus straight ahead while you're thinking, or look straight ahead, but focus on something on one side of the room. So that's what I did. I stared straight ahead, and I focused on something hanging on my wall. And the wires both moved to the left. Okay, I'm going to think of something on the right side. So I thought of something on the right side. And they moved to the right. Now, it didn't happen like that, but it did happen pretty quick. They moved to the right. And one of them moved all the way over my shoulder. So I'm thinking, oh, great, how am I going to get that to move back to where it's supposed to? Because then I started focusing on something else on the other side, on the left-hand side of the room again. And the one on my left hand moved immediately and it pointed at exactly the thing I was focusing on. The first two times it didn't. It just moved in the direction. It didn't actually point to what I was focusing on, or I didn't pay attention if it did or not. I don't know. But the left one pointed right at what I was focusing on. And the one that was back on my shoulder, it sat there for a minute, and I had to really, really focus on this thing in front of me here, or up to my left. And that one on my shoulder slowly started moving. And I was getting excited, going, oh my gosh, I mean, because I wasn't moving, it was doing it itself. And it stopped on that object as well. So both of them were pointing directly to that object. And it was harder work to get that one to move, but it did. And that, to me, was the funnest, coolest experiment. I mean, it's amazing. It just proves to you what your energy can put out there. I mean, it just proves that you need to keep those good vibes going as much as you can, because it matches other good vibes that are out there. And imagine the higher you can focus your vibes, what higher vibes you can get back. It was proven. It was just proven to me the energy that you can put out there. So that, you guys all got to try it. It's easy to do, and it's a really cool experiment. So you got to try it.
Rob and I have the intent to get somewhere where we can grab some straws, because I don't have any straws here. So when we're out and about today, the intent is to grab some straws so that we